Hey guys, it's Kales. I'm coming at you with my November wrap-up because I realized we're a week into December and I still didn't do that. And I got a bunch of other things I gotta talk to you guys about too, but first and foremost, the November wrap-up, so we're gonna get that done first. It shouldn't take very long. I think I read maybe 4 or 5 books this month, which is better than October, so I can't be that sad about it. The first book that I read in the month of November is Not a Drop to Drink by Mindy McGinness. If you watch Trina over at Between Chapters, you will know who this author is, what this book is about, and you would be smart to go pick it up because it's very good. I really liked it. I thought that this post-apocalyptic world where there's scarce resources, not a lot of, hardly any water for people to drink, not a drop to drink. Yeah, you get it. I thought the main characters were great. I thought the storyline was good. One of my problems with it was it kind of had the cliche of like post-apocalyptic, you know, survival story where like the older teenage person has to take care of like the little child person under the age of 6, and that was in this book, which was fine. It was done well, and I liked that those two weren't the only two characters like trying to survive in this world. The ending I had little bits of issues with, especially in the epilogue. I would have really liked to have seen more detail from like the ending of the book to where they got to be in the epilogue, but I guess that's the point of an epilogue, so yeah. But I really liked this book. I thought it was very different from other survival post-apocalyptic stories that I had read, and so I'm very much looking forward to the sequel of this duology, and also just looking forward to more books by Mindy McGinness, because I think she has a really strong voice with this character, and this lead character, and I'd be really interested to see how she translates that into other books, because she's a very talented writer. The next book that I read in November, I was so excited to finally get to, and that was Magnus Chase and the Sword of Summer by Riordan. I really enjoyed this series. I thought it was a good in-between of the amazingness that is Percy Jackson and the not so amazingness that is the Kane Chronicles. I really enjoyed Magnus as a character. You know, Riordan follows his same formula of, you know, teen gets thrown into said mythical world. They have a week approximately to get said magical item, and gods interrupt them that are modernized and cool, and the teens outsmart them. It's funny and it's good, and it follows that formula to a T. I quite love it. I love also his diversity in his books. He has a deaf character in this book, a young woman who is of the Islamic faith, and I think that it's wonderful the diversity that he shows in this book. Also, I was so shocked by myself with how much I actually already knew about Norse mythology, and then I was so excited to learn so much more. So I'm excited for the rest of this series. I thought it was a good starter, and I'm really, really, really fingers crossed hoping for a Percy Magnus crossover, because if anybody recognizes this last name, they should know that it's gonna happen, and it better, because he set it up pretty darn perfectly to do so. The next book that I read, I talked about a little bit in my book haul from last week, and that is Legend by Marie Lu. I'm working my way through Prodigy right now, but my book actually got eaten by a dog, so I've been ordering a new one from Amazon, so it's on the way. So that got a little stunted, my reading process with Prodigy. But I've sped through Legend, and I really liked it. Oddly enough, I think it's like better than Divergent, and sort of because it follows this same sense of, you know, dystopia, teens revolution, YA trend that's going on right now. So it's in the similar light of Hunger Games, Divergent, that sort of area. But I actually like it a lot better than Divergent. I love the characters so much more. I think Day, who is a thief and the most wanted criminal in the Republic, which is their overarching awful government. Then there's June, who is like the top elite soldier candidate for the Republic, and they meet, and it's their sort of intertwining stories, and it's told from both of their perspectives, and I enjoy both those characters a little bit more, actually a lot more than I did of characters in Divergent. I don't know how much they're going to change over the course of this series, but this one was a great introduction to them. I also just enjoyed the world, and maybe because I've had a break from the dystopian revolution, teens with crazy abilities that I never had when I was 15 stories, that maybe that's why I'm liking it a little bit more, but I am enjoying it basically for the characters, and I'm interested to see how they're going to develop over the course of the series. The next book that I read was The Heir by Kiera, and I liked this book so much better than the selection. Guys, like, I sped through this, I loved it, I started listening to it on audiobook, and I was like, I need to read this so much faster. I related to Edlin so much more than I ever did America. Like, I thought this girl was cool and strong and kind of heartless, but I was totally okay with that. I was on board with her of like this stupidness of the selection. And actually, here's the other thing. There's so much more mystery to this one to me because I really don't know who she's gonna pick. Like, I knew America was gonna end up with Maxim. Sorry, spoilers. But like, seriously, there was no chance she was gonna go back to the Super Soldier Boy. Like, she's gonna be the next queen. Like, that's obvious. It just was a matter of like, how are we gonna get there? But this one, I really have no idea who she's gonna pick, if anyone, at this point. I think the ending was a little lame, but Kiera Cass does that. She kind of like just throws something in there to kind of cop it out, but I was left on a cliffhanger like, what? I want this next book. Why is it not there yet? So yeah, I really enjoyed it a lot more. It's still, you know, mac and cheesy comfort bookness, but I liked it a lot better. And finally, guys, here's my favorite, most proud moment of November. I finished Erafire by Sarah J. Maas. Oh my gosh, this book was a beast, and Queen of Shadows is even longer. I don't know how I'm gonna get through it. Yay for Kindles and not having to carry those books around, but geez Louise, man, I pushed through. I was like, I want to finish this. I'm so close right now. Took me a long time because I found it a lot slower. Crown of Midnight is still my favorite, just in terms of like pacing and character development. And this one I just was so sick of the split stories. I really wanted them to get back together, but oh my gosh, that ending. If you've read it, you know what I'm talking about, guys. Like, holy crap. Maas has got guts to like do that to her characters. And I'm really excited to see how it's gonna end in Queen of Shadows, but I need a little time. I need a break from like powering through this book and just how intense it ended up being. Also, I don't give a damn about the witches. I'm sorry. Why are they in this book? It seems like she wanted to combine two stories into one, and I'm not for it. Manon can have her own book series. I don't want to hear about it. I want Selena. I want Kale, who I always called Kaul, but whatever. And I want the prince. Like, I don't care about the witches. No thank you. Get them away. Also, I picture like her beast thing is like a meaner Toothless, which I know is not how he's supposed to look, but whatever. That's what I think of it as. And I wish it was a different book in the same world because I'm not buying it, and I really want to know A, what the connection is, and B, like, what the hell are they doing there? Like, I really just want to read about the other characters I love. I don't care about the witches. So that was also a hard part in the book. When I get to a chapter about the witches, I was like, psh, I don't want to read this right now. And it was really hard for me to overcome those humps that were in the book. I read 5 books this November, and I'm really proud of myself for that, considering I only read 2.5 in October. So this is a big deal for me to try and get back on my reading track. I'm in a weird reading slump right now for December, so I'm not going to tell you what I'm going to be reading. Plus, I'm going to be on vacation, and it's just what new books I'm going to get. I don't know. I also said that I had some announcements for you guys, and they are as follows. I'm almost to 200 subscribers, which is really, really cool. And the Law Gnome suggested to me that I do like a Q&A video, and so I realized I hadn't done that, and yeah. So if you want any like personal questions from me just about me and my life, or how I started reading, or like just what toothpaste I use, I don't know, just whatever, leave it in the comments below or send me a tweet at mozleigh. When I hit 200 subscribers, I will do a Q&A video. So I haven't been doing videos recently, and I unfortunately am not able to do Vlogmas because my family is taking a trip to Florida this year, and it's a road trip, so like that's a thing, and I'm not going to be able to vlog and edit and do that while we're on the road. So I decided to not do Vlogmas, but instead this week I'm claiming Tag Week, because I've also been tagged in a lot of videos over the past like couple of months, and so I'm gonna give you 7 videos in a row of me doing tag videos starting tomorrow, and I'm really excited to get these tag videos done and just kind of talk about books in a fun, nerdy way. Third, last announcement is keep an eye out this month, later in this month, like after Christmas or so, early January, because I have an exciting new video series that I'm gonna be starting, and I want you guys to keep an eye out, and I want to hear what you guys think of it. So I won't tell you any more than that, other than it's going to be a lot of fun. Prizes can be won and questions will be asked. It's going to be a really fun collaboration, and just a lot of exciting things are happening towards the end of this year and the beginning of next year, and this is a really long video, way longer than I normally want to make videos. So yeah, if you're at the end of this video, congratulations. Thanks for sticking with it with me. Until next time, guys, bye! I don't know why, but I related... What is the daughter's name? Shoot! My father is calling me. Hello?